Good afternoon, and we hope you're ready for an exciting qualifying session as the teams make their final preparations here in Canada. The Canadian Grand Prix has been dominated over the years by Ferrari, McLaren and Williams. They have over 30 wins between them, so I expect a good showing from all of those teams here again today. What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
It's been a great session for the team. They've really been pushing hard to make this happen, and their hard work has been rewarded.
It's nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's time to go racing here in Montreal. The Grand Prix de Canada was a firm favourite of Michael Schumacher, who won here a record 7 times. Many of our drivers today would be really happy just to win it once. Mercedes horsepower once again takes pole position for today's race after Lewis Hamilton's stunning time in Q3 yesterday. If he can translate that pace into race performance, then you have to say he's a sure bet for the victory.
When we spoke to him earlier, he felt that this was a great opportunity to go on and win, but he knows he still has plenty of work to do. Anything can happen in the race, so you have to keep your feet on the ground until you take the checkered flag.
Hoping to repeat his winning performance from the last Grand Prix will be Nico Rosberg. The German stormed home to a great victory, and he'll be looking for more of the same today.
Before his move to Mercedes, Nico Rosberg was always a driver that had a lot of potential. He left Williams because he wanted to drive a car capable of winning Grand Prix, and now he's got that, he's proven he's one of the best drivers out there.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
A great drive from the world champion Lewis Hamilton. On days like today, he's just unbeatable in that Mercedes.
Yes, definitely. It was a brilliant race, and one that you can tell the fans really enjoyed.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time. Welcome to the Red Bull Ring, where we're waiting for the lights to go green here in Austria. Within the next hour, we'll know who's come out on top in today's qualifying. This is going to be an interesting session. Who's going to come out on top in qualifying today? Having spoken to many people in the paddock, no one seems to have an outright winner in mind. It's been a mighty qualifying performance from Mercedes today, with both cars on the front row for the race tomorrow.
They've really worked hard this weekend, and it seems they've been able to set up the cars perfectly today. Whether this will translate into race pace tomorrow, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Welcome one and all to Spielberg for today's race, the Austrian Grand Prix. The circuit is owned by Red Bull. One might think this will give them an advantage. Only time will tell. Today's pole sitter is Lewis Hamilton, and he'll be hoping to take advantage of being on the clean side of the grid going into the first corner. From here, he'll be looking to control the race and has to be the favourite for the win.
Let's go for the win today.
great win today for the Silver Arrows of Mercedes-Benz. They certainly had the best car today.
It really was a great performance, and one that I think will be remembered for a long time to come.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season. Welcome to this afternoon's qualifying session here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. It's going to be an exciting afternoon as the teams battle it out for the prize of pole. Silverstone is steeped in racing history, and we can definitely say that every track position will be hotly contested in the next few minutes.
Over the last few years, there's been a range of winners from Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari. And I think those are the teams we need to look out for again in today's qualifying session.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
Well, both these drivers have been working hard with the team to ensure they get maximum performance out of the car, and it looks like they've found the right combination, at least in qualifying trim. Now, we need to see how they get on in the race.
Welcome to Silverstone, home of the British Grand Prix. This iconic track held the very first World Championship Formula One race back in 1950, and it's a firm favourite amongst the fans and drivers alike. It's Lewis Hamilton on pole today after blowing the opposition away yesterday. When you consider his fantastic ratio of turning poles into wins, he understandably starts as the red-hot favourite here.
He was driving on another level yesterday, so it wouldn't be a surprise if he just pulls away from the field and is untouchable. But as we know, anything can happen in Formula One, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Sebastian Vettel has consistently out-qualified his teammate this season, underlining that he's the driver with the best one-lap pace in the team.
Seb always seems to save his best laps for the end of qualifying. And just when you think you've beaten him, he nails the perfect lap and finishes above you.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy. Green flag, we're racing again. Race control aren't happy with your creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second time penalty.
Nico Rosberg is proving himself to be a real star of Formula One with another impressive win here today. A cracking drive by the Mercedes man.
It's been a great day's racing, and it's fair to say that they deserved that win. Their strategy was spot on.
There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.